5 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves less than 1 foot becoming 2 feet or less in the afternoon. West swell 3 feet at 5 seconds. The marine forecast for the central strait of Puget. Today, west wind 5 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Tonight, west wind 10 to 20 knots becoming 5 to 15 knots after midnight. Wind waves 1 to 3 feet. Friday, west wind 5 to 15 knots becoming 10 to 20 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves 1 to 3 feet. The marine forecast for the eastern strait of Puget. Today, southwest wind 5 to 15 knots easing to 10 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Tonight, west wind 5 to 15 knots. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Friday, west wind 5 to 15 knots becoming southwest to 10 knots in the afternoon. Wind waves 2 feet or less. Forecast for the coastal waters from Cape Flattery to Cape Shoalwater out to 60 nautical miles. Today, variable wind 10 knots or less. Wind waves 1 foot. West swell 5 feet at 9 seconds. Tonight, light wind. Wind waves 1 foot. West swell 4 feet at 9 seconds. Friday, variable wind 10 knots or less. Wind waves 1 foot. West swell 3 feet at 9 seconds. Marine forecast for Pacific waters issued by Environment Canada at 4 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Thursday, 10th August 2023 for today, tonight, and Friday. Strait of Georgia, north of Nanaimo. Wind northwest 5 to 15 knots becoming light this morning. Wind light tonight and Friday. Strait of Georgia, south of Nanaimo. Wind light today, tonight, and Friday. Marine forecast for Pacific waters issued by Environment Canada at 4 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Thursday, 10th August 2023 for today, tonight, and Friday. West coast of Vancouver Island south. Wind light becoming northwest 5 to 15 knots near noon Friday. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WWG-24, Puget Sound, serving the Northwest Washington interior in cooperation with the marine brokers at Wells Fargo Insurance Services, and broadcasting at a frequency of 162.425 MHz. The current time is 8:10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The marine synopsis: high pressure looks to gradually build over the northeast Pacific in the wake of yesterday's frontal passage. By early next week, a 1030 megabyte surface is on tap to meander offshore. Onshore flow will persist with the possibility for squall levels in the upcoming forecast for the strait and coastal waters. At 7 a.m., Port Angeles, cloudy, temperature 63 degrees, humidity 70%. Wind southwest at 7 miles an hour. Pressure in millibars, 1015.2 and steady. Port Townsend, fair 57. Victoria Airport, near Sydney, mostly cloudy 61. Vancouver, mostly cloudy 61. At Bellingham Airport, cloudy. Temperature 61 degrees, humidity 93%. Variable wind 6 miles an hour. Pressure in millibars, 1014.5 and steady. Friday Harbor, cloudy 60. Calm. Whidbey Island, mostly cloudy 60. Everett, mostly cloudy 62. SeaTac Airport, mostly cloudy 60. Forks, cloudy temperature 62 degrees. Pressure in millibars, 1015.9 and rising. Inland water wind reports in knots, Smith Island, south 7. Point Wilson, wind calm. Point No Point, wind calm. West Point, south 5. Alki Point, wind calm. Point Robinson, wind calm. The marine observations, with wind speeds in knots. Columbia River buoy, north 6. Seas 5 feet 10 seconds. Westport, southwest 4. Cape Elizabeth buoy, east 2. Seas 5 feet 9 seconds. Destruction Island, east 3. Mia Bay buoy, south 2. Seas 5 feet 8 seconds. Race Rocks, west 18. Hades Hook, west 5. Hind Bank buoy, southwest 6. Seas 2 feet 4 seconds. Huddle Strait, south 6. East Point, west 9. St. Ed's, east 10. The forecast for areas along the Strait of Puget, including Port Angeles and Sequim.